Okay, it's coming up to Christmas and I'm going to show you how to draw Santa. Quite a difficult one this actually, but I know you're up to it. And also I want to shamelessly plug my book, the Christmas Stocking Joke Book, in this handy Christmas shopping stocking shape. Do you want a joke? Okay, guess what the builder gave his wife for Christmas? A ladder in her stocking. Ha 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 ha. Let's get on with the drawing. Okay, this is actually going to be quite tricky. What you want is kind of a round bit for his face to kind of decide where he's going to be. And again, draw very lightly in pencil so you can rub it out later. You're going to want a kind of a box up across the top and a little bell at the end of his hat like that. Snowy eyebrows underneath, two crinkly happy eyes, a nose, and then like two kind of fish shapes for his moustache. I've tried all sorts of different moustache shapes and that kind of makes him look jolliest. And that'll be his mouth. And then you want a big beard coming out from there, line coming down, and kind of hair to either side. Now I'm going to make him quite active, so we want a line coming out here, and that will be his hand waving to you, and I'm going to have him carrying a sack of presents. Now this is where it gets really tricky. So if we imagine that his body is going to be something like that, and that will be his belt, and he'll have a snowy bit of fur trim like that as well. He's going to have his arm coming out like that, and his hand is going to be holding these presents. There's the bottom of the sack. This is going to be really difficult because we're hiding some of the stuff that we're drawing, so we'll have to draw some things in a special order. His legs will be pointing forward, or this leg will be pointing forward. You want a little heel there, do a little wiggle there, and all these bits will get kind of furrified as we start drawing them, but it's just drawing them in kind of basic shapes at the moment. And that should do us. I'm using my big lamey fountain pen today. Excuse me. You need always to think, what is the nearest thing to you? And I think the nearest thing is going to be his glove holding on to the sack of presents, and then the fur around the collar of his glove, and then you'll be able to see the bottom of the sack. And then I think the sack will be a bit lumpy, won't it? That's probably all you need to draw at the moment, like that. And actually we want his arm coming around like that, so it should be more like that. Good. Now we know that's there, then we can draw his face, which is some of it is going to be hidden behind the sack. So I should start with the top of his hat, make that all curly and snowy, and you can see the kind of pom-pom at the end. And just those two little bits there make the folds in the hat. And then some nice snowy eyebrows, and just kind of moons for eyes. That makes him look shiny and look shiny. What am I saying? Crinkly and happy. And then the moustache comes out very much sideways. A line underneath the moustache is his teeth. A line under there is his open mouth. Fill that in, and a little underneath, and that's his bottom lip. You could maybe put some things like that to make it look kind of jolly and red. The moustache, the beard now wants to come all the way out, and then this is his hair coming out from underneath his hat. You could maybe put some little bits like that if you want to. The end of his sleeve, it's his cuff, isn't it? We've had this conversation before. With his glove sticking out at the other end. Now you want to draw in his belt, because that's on top. If you want to be really fancy, you can kind of have it sticking out like that. And draw in the rest of the belt. Now, of course, that is tied in tight, so you want to kind of bulge out to the belt like that, and then we can put the rest of the fur trim all around like that. I have a feeling this is going to be really difficult, and if you think it is, email me and let me know, and I'll see if I can do an easier Santa. But I think some people like a bit of a challenge. Now this is the boot, and just kind of follow around like that. And we have kind of cuffs at the bottom of his trousers as well, furry cuffs. And I don't suppose I need to tell you what colours you need to colour this all in with, is it? Do I? I think we know what Santa looks like. So there's Santa, and we can put some snowy ground like that. And if we, as ever, rub out the pencil, and of course I haven't let it dry. I haven't done my hairdryer trick. Can you still hear me? I'll get my hairdryer to make sure it's dry. See, when I first started doing these lessons, I used to use indelible inks to draw, and then they would dry very, very quickly, and they would knock me out with their smell at the same time. So there's Santa, and oh, that's the wrong pen. That's running out of ink. I know that one is. And some snow, just to give it that final festive scene. And if you really, really find that difficult, then I'll see if I can work a way to draw an easier Santa, or maybe you just want a Santa's head. Maybe that's what I should do next. Okay, let me know. And, festive seasons, greetings, and all that.